Welcome back to Celeb Orbit. Even the biggest stars in the world aren't immune to it. No matter how many awards line your shelves, how many millions sit in your account, or how high your name sits on the marquee, none of it can save you from completely falling apart the moment you come face to face with the one person you've spent years quietly, almost desperately, admiring.
So fine, I had to just take a nap on him fine. Blue-eyed baby. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Selena Gomez had no problem admitting it to the world. She had a full-blown crush on Shia LaBeouf. But all that confidence? It evaporated the second she actually stood in front of him. The girl who sells out arenas and commands millions of fans worldwide suddenly couldn't hold herself together, reduced to a trembling, flustered mess by the one person she never expected to feel so small around.
Shock.
We can see it. I hope you got a fan here.
Oh my God, thank you. I loved all your movies. Oh really? Do I look like a new girlfriend? I thought of it.
Just moments after claiming one of Hollywood's highest honors, Jennifer Lawrence was riding the highest wave of her career, and then Jack Nicholson appeared out of nowhere. No warning, no preparation, just a living legend stepping directly into her path. And just like that, the newly crowned Oscar winner completely unraveled. The confidence, the poise, the triumphant glow, all of it gone in an instant, replaced by pure, unfiltered starstruck panic.
Is your go-to face to ruin a photo? Solid.
Yeah. There's also Mousy.
Oh
wait, no, this one's better. I'm gonna finish the rest of the interview like this.
Your favorite celebrity has a favorite celebrity. And for Billie Eilish, that obsession never faded. It followed her from bedroom posters straight into real life. Because the moment she found herself standing face to face with Justin Bieber, the boy she had idolized long before the world ever knew her name, every ounce of her carefully built cool just collapsed. No composure, no words, just a complete, total, beautifully human meltdown. But nothing, and we mean absolutely nothing, comes close to what happened to Jimmy Fallon. In the middle of a live interview, the man who has kept his composure through thousands of celebrity encounters suddenly looked like the floor had dropped out from under him. Because in that one devastating moment, he discovered he had unknowingly let Nicole Kidman slip right through his fingers. The denial, the shock, the regret, the disbelief. He burned through all 5 stages of grief in real time, right there on camera, for the entire world to witness.
And so after about an hour and a half, I thought, he has no interest. This is so embarrassing.
Even Jacob Elordi, the man the entire internet has collectively decided is the standard for human perfection, isn't untouchable. Behind all that effortless charm and jaw-dropping presence lives someone just as vulnerable as the rest of us. Because when he finally came face to face with a crush of his own, all of that magnetic confidence quietly packed its bags and left. Turns out, even the man of everyone else's dreams is just another nervous, wide-eyed admirer when the right person walks into the room.
The person that Adele has always wanted to meet, but never have, is Dwayne Johnson. You've never met him, right? No, I don't have Dwayne Johnson here tonight, but I do have someone called The Rock. Adele meet The Rock, The Rock meet Adele.
Speaking of Hollywood's greatest love stories that never got the chance to begin, Sandra Bullock finally let the secret out. For years, she carried a quiet, lingering crush on her Speed co-star Keanu Reeves, tucking it away somewhere deep, never daring to say a word. And here's the part that makes it genuinely heartbreaking. Keanu felt exactly the same way. 2 people. The same unspoken feeling. sitting right beside each other on one of Hollywood's most iconic sets, and neither one of them ever said a single word. Some missed connections don't just sting. They haunt you.
And the way they speak, that we do a funny thing.
Well,
We think it's
no, I mean, I love every regional accent, every dialect. I'm a big fan.
You're not getting into that scone mess.
But I like that because there's so many accents to such a small country, everybody sort of puts on different voices when they're doing little bits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a thing where I was checking into a hotel.
And yet, leave it to Kristen Bell to completely abandon all celebrity professionalism the moment Jason Momoa entered the picture. This is a woman who has spent years in Hollywood, composed, witty, utterly unshakable. But sitting right next to the man who embodies every ounce of Aquaman's larger-than-life energy, she dissolved. The cool, collected actress the world knows vanished without a trace, replaced by the most gloriously giddy, breathless, wide-eyed fangirl you have ever seen. Some people just have that effect, and Jason Momoa clearly has no idea how to turn it off.
Are you ready? You're gonna have 30 seconds on the clock. And remember, this is for the kids.
I'm doing it for
Are
the
you
children.
ready?
I'm doing it for
On your mark, get set.
for the kids.
Go!
Okay, mother balls, nipple, fart, waffle, steak.
Yet even Pink, a woman built on raw power, fearless energy, and zero apologies, couldn't hold her ground when Jimmy Kimmel pulled off the ambush she never saw coming. One moment she was fully in control, sharp and composed as ever. The next, the color rushed straight to her face. Her words completely abandoned her, and that legendary toughness she spent an entire career building just melted away on the spot. Because no matter how unbreakable you think you are, the right person walking through that door has a way of reminding you that nobody, absolutely nobody, is truly immune.
She watches the trailer, but Hazel, who's almost 5, has seen it and just absolutely loved it and sort of wants to talk about it all the time now. And yeah, it's just really weird.
If you're
It's
5,
really
your
strange.
mother's Mary Poppins.
No, but I don't think I think she just thinks it's normal. She's like, well, this is what Sunny's mummy does, and this is what my mummy does. You know, it's just sort of like quite conversational for her.
Is it going to help or hinder discipline at home?
Oh, hinder?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Because she already knows.
Then
I
there's
can't-
Emilia Clarke, a woman who spent years commanding dragons, toppling kingdoms, and staring down entire armies without so much as blinking. The mother of dragons herself. Fearless on screen, magnetic off it. But the moment she found herself sitting right next to Matt LeBlanc, the man she had grown up watching, laughing with, quietly adoring through a television screen, all of that fierce, unshakable royalty just vanished. No throne, no dragons, no composure, just a completely smitten, giggling, starry-eyed girl who forgot she was supposed to be the most powerful woman in the realm.
It's leaned into the microphone.
So Kim Basinger wasn't there, and we were doing an international press conference, and so somebody said, you know, like, where is Kim Basinger? And I just leaned into the microphone and was like, you didn't hear? Kim died. And then there was like a beat while it got translated, and then it was like, and then I got ripped off the stage, thrown into media training, which was hilarious because I was like Eliza Doolittle and My Fair Lady. They're like,
David Letterman's reaction when Megan Fox, quite possibly the most desired woman on the planet, sat across from him and casually dropped his name onto her very short, very exclusive list of lifelong celebrity crushes. 3 names. Her entire life. And he made the cut. The look on his face, the pause, the absolute scramble to process what had just been said, it was priceless. Because nobody in that room, least of all Letterman himself, saw that one coming. And the way he handled it? Perfectly, hilariously, unforgettably human.
Other things. So yeah, it's still something that I contend with. I contend with it when I say my own name, because you can't substitute your name for other words. You'll find stutterers will often go through this elaborate mental and verbal gymnastics of substituting other words constantly. If you feel one coming up that's gonna knock you. Yeah.
You know, Emily, the reality is there have been a number of wildly successful people who have dealt with this, including a former president of the United States recently. There are, to Emily's point, there are a number of misconceptions about
Stephen Colbert, a man professionally trained to handle anything and anyone thrown his way, never stood a chance. Because Dame Helen Mirren didn't walk into that interview to play by anyone's rules. She arrived with the quiet confidence of someone who has absolutely nothing to prove and everything to enjoy. And then she made her move. Bold, unexpected, completely disarming. And just like that, one of television's sharpest, most quick-witted minds went completely blank. No comeback, no recovery, not a single word. Dame Helen Mirren looked him dead in the eyes and reminded the whole world exactly who holds the power in that room.
It does, yeah, it does. I grew up, I have very sensitive skin, I had acneic skin forever. And then I think at some point, it sort of switched for me where I was like, oh, I'm now gonna have acne and wrinkles. Like, this is just my skin forever.
I know that feeling.
And there, you know, at the time, there were, you know, the vocabulary around acne and skin sensitivity, but particularly around acne was just, you know, like, you have dirty skin.
Ollie Merce once fired off a tweet, the kind you post with a laugh, never expecting it to follow you anywhere. A casual, throwaway joke about wanting kids with a certain celebrity. Harmless enough in the moment, but the internet never forgets. And live television is absolutely merciless. Because the second that tweet was pulled out and read aloud in front of everyone, the confident, quick-talking Ollie Merce we all know just crumbled. The smile froze. The eyes widened. And whatever composure he walked in with evaporated instantly, exposed, embarrassed, and utterly defenseless against his own words.